Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Dual Wellness.
Hi friends!
The YouTube show where a mother named Camille, who's 56, and her son named Max, who's 23, there's a little bio about us, talks about health, wellness, mental, physical, all those kinds of things.
All the wellness.
So please like, comment, and subscribe if that sounds cool to you, or check out our old videos if you want to see some more stuff that we talk about. And what are we talking about today, Mother?
We are talking about relationships.
Something I know nothing about.
You know what? That sign says dual wellness, not just wellness relationships. Our camera kind of cut everything off.
Everything's all colorful right now. We're running with a bit of a janky setup, but
yeah, we are running with a janky setup. Max was sick, feeling better. What we're talking about is we're talking about relationships, good relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean marital relationships or romantic relationships, that kind of, not, brother, sister or anything like that. Yeah, relationships. So thinking about it, I was thinking about it today, and I was thinking about looking at relationships from my viewpoint, which is a 56-year-old person that is going into a basically almost a 30-year marriage / relationship.
Yep.
And Max, who is
younger than 30, and
you are younger than 30, and Max has had some relationships in the past, and he would like to have relationships in the future, and he would like to have a good and a healthy relationship. And what is his definition of it? Not necessarily definition, but we wanted to talk about, 2 or 3 things that we think are really super important to having a good and healthy relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Oh.
2 or 3 things that are important. So things that you could do wrong, or things that you could do right.
It's kind of what I was going to talk about. To my understanding, you were going to tell
We'll cut that out.
Hey everybody, it's something fell. A sign fell. There's
Our sign fell.
Yeah, to my understanding, I thought you were going to be like, this is how I saw relationships, and then you were like, what was your perspective on that, Max?
No, your perspective on, what I was saying is, did you see any patterns from your dad and I, or from other adults in your life that you thought about that?
Yeah, so basically what I was going to say was, I don't really know what it takes to have a perfect relationship, or a great one.
There's no perfect relationship.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I'm definitely still learning. I saw, a lot of patterns from my parents that definitely. I noticed myself in a lot of my past relationships having an idealized version of what it should look like, what it should be like, and without knowing how to put the work or the effort in to obtain that in a lot of ways. And I think that is something that is difficult for my generation in particular to understand, as I think we have a very
that it should be perfect from jump.
Yeah, we have a very idealized version of relationships, a very fantasy.
And what I can tell you is that's not just your generation.
Yeah, no,
I think that might be an age thing, because I remember when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing, thinking that, I was going to fall in love, and it was going to, we were both going to work at it a little bit, but it was basically going to be, we're going to love each other. And I don't want to say live happily ever after, because I didn't really believe that.
But it is a fantasy.
But,
there's a fantasy idea behind it.
I think that has to do with age.
Yeah, love is finding that person that everything is easy with.
Everything is easy. Yes.
That is how a lot and if it is not, then it wasn't meant to be, and it's not right. And
if it's hard, if you're going through now, and I think that I will insert, if there's, if it is a constant struggle.
Well, yeah.
If it's a constant struggle. But life is hard.
Life is hard. There are
relationships are hard.
Relationships take work. Balancing any relationship takes work.
Yep.
Friendship, a relationship with a family member, and especially a romantic one that you're spending a lot of time with each other. You're being very, and you're closer with that person than anyone else.
During COVID, way too much time.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of trust. takes a lot of, patience. And I think that's something that,
Patience.
that I'm still trying to find that balance, trying to understand when it is something that's like, okay, I'm out of here. Or
Right. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Or something that it's like, okay, this is worth working through.
Yep.
And that's a hard thing to find that balance. And I think that's something that I'm really working on, and you work on that through trial and error. Fortunately, but that's what it is.
You do. Yeah, it is trial and error. Because it's like when it was what I always told you and your brother and sister and stuff like that is that what you're supposed to when you're dating when you're young is not necessarily to find your lifelong mate, but to learn what you want, and in a mate.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's acceptable. I know mate. That's kind of a weird. But it is. That's what it is. It's someone that you are, mated with. I guess. I know. It's a word. It's a term.
Strange way of saying it. You're a psycho. But that's my main thing in relationships, and I think that it's just it's a hard thing. It's a really hard thing. I don't really have right now advice for you people on the other end of the screen.
No.
If anything, what I can offer is, I guess, if you feel that way too, you're not alone. Even though probably most people who are watching this right now are older than me.
Well, not necessarily. We have a lot of different ages watching it. And I know because I do the social aspect.
Yeah, but I'm
of this.
a young man.
You are you're used to behaving, but anyway. So so the reason Max and I were talking about this is, what I wanted to talk about and stuff like that is what a couple of different things that I would tell someone Max's age that is just starting out and starting out in life and really trying to grow up and mature and have mature adult relationships. So one of the things that I thought of is that excuse me, I know my voice is that you are not going to be in romantic love with your partner always.
Yeah, all day, every day.
And that is I remember, so this was a really hard thing for me to realize. It was, and I remember exactly when it happened. I was, so your dad and I had been together for, a few years, whatever. It was, all you kids were born, whatever. It was a Sunday, we were watching a Lions game, because that's what we did.
And your dad cheated on him?
No, shush. Your dad was on the couch. I was reading the newspaper. That's how long ago it was. I was reading the newspaper, and I remember I looked over the newspaper and just out of the clear blue, I thought, I don't even like you.
Jesus.
Yes, but it was, nothing had happened, right? It was just a vibe. Well, I of course thought, I thought that's the end of my relationship. I'm done. That's
quick.
No, it wasn't quick.
Not saying that, but
in my head I was thinking that was, so the next day I was talking to my sister on the phone. Again, how long ago it was, because I was on the phone. The phone that was connected to my wall phone.
Yes.
And no, actually, I think it was probably a cordless. We were sophisticated. But anyways, I was talking to my sister on the phone, and I was telling her what had happened. I was very concerned. This is my sister that had been married and had children years before I did. And I was very concerned. I was like, this is the end of my relationship. And she literally laughed at me and said, that is so normal. You're not going to like your partner all the time. You're not going to be in love with your partner all the time. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that it goes like this. Mm-hmm. I had no idea. My parents had been married for 36 years, but I didn't know anything about, but anyways, so I did. Once I knew that and expected that and saw that, I was like, okay, this is just a phase. there may be times where you're like, it's not a phase, and that's something totally different. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about it's just a phase. The love comes back, the intense, sometimes the romantic love, sometimes the love, whatever. It comes back. So that was one of the things. The other thing that I was going to say from a 30-year relationship, 30-year relationship, is that it's like I'm married to 2 different people, or 3 different people, or 4 different people. You know what I mean?
You cheat a lot, Mom.
I know, but no, because it was through the years as we've changed. I am totally not married to the same person now that I was 25 years ago.
No.
Not at all. He's not the same. And if he was the same, that would suck.
That'd be weird.
That would suck. You want to grow and evolve and change and all of that. So you will, your marriage or your relationship or whatever it is. If you get married, yay. If not, that's cool too. But it's going to
change and evolve. And
it is. You want it to.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that, I'm really working on as well, is realizing that in a relationship, in any relationship, it is not one-sided.
No.
That is something that it took a long time for me to realize and understand that, this person is sad, or this person is not changing, or this person is doing blank. It's because of me. It is because I'm not being funny enough right now. I'm not being caring enough.
That's what you used to think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, or in any of my relationships, even my friendships and stuff like that. It's like, if I'm hanging out with my friends and I see that, they're like, man, they're just bored. I gotta get in there and make them not bored. Because that is a failure on my part if they're not having a great time at all times. And that's something that was really hard for me to realize, is that, a relationship is a partnership. It is
it's not even.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not even. It's not, it's 50-50 all the time. Nope.
No, yeah, sometimes I might be at 25.
It's 90-10.
Yeah, sometimes I might be at the 10%. And it is fair and it's okay for me to be at the 10% as well, and not always expect them to be at 90%, but know that I don't have to be the one who's always at 90%. And that's something hard to realize, but yeah, exactly, that these things are inconsistent, and it's about balancing that together.
Yeah, figuring out, that's a big one too, is figuring out what your accountability in the situation is. Sometimes you take on too much, and sometimes you don't take on enough. Mm-hmm. And it's equally as bad to do either one. You know what I mean? To not take on enough account. So like if you're angry with your partner, and you're thinking in your head, this is all them, this is 100% them, this is blah, 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 blah. Rarely. It is a rare instance where it's 100%. Yeah. So,
yeah. That's all I had to say on that stuff. Yeah. If you want to get in a relationship with me, put it in the comments.
No. That is a really bad way.
No, that's how I'm gonna find my soulmate.
Oh man, no. Don't. You know what? I handle the social.
It's the age of the internet now, Mom.
I handle the social side of it. Please do not put that in the comments. Please do not put it.
Add me on Second Life.
What is Second Life?
I don't have a Second Life. It's a video game.
Oh my gosh.
But,
okay.
Okay, everybody have anything else to say, Mom?
Nope. No, I have a lot to say. I could talk for hours. I've been married first of all, I could talk for hours.
Yep.
Yeah. But on this, I could talk for a long time because I know a lot.
Yeah.
So, anyway, no, I'm good. Okay.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye.